What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of CoolCat-Mitch, the podcast with the coolest cat and the realest of the realest. I am the most entertaining Eagles content creator in the game. Your boy, Mr. CoolCat, kind of YouTube representing the birds with my guy, MK Mitch Kowalski.
What is up, everybody? What is up? Can't wait for the show. Let's get it started.
Yep. How's everybody doing today? What up, Nina? What up, Imani? How's everybody doing? So let's get started today. We got only two topics today, seeing as before we talk about this stuff, 8 days away from training camp. Mitch, how you feeling?
Excited. I'm excited. I can't wait for the battles. I can't wait just for football in general. I'm excited.
Yep, I'm excited as well. Football is on the way, Eagles Nation. But let's talk some birds, man. What's wrong with these people? So, on ESPN, they had their top 10 quarterback rankings as voted by executive, coaches, and scouts. Number 1, obvious, is Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Joey B. Number 3, Josh Allen. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. Number 5, Matthew Stafford. Number 6, Justin Herbert. Number 7, CJ Stroud. Aaron Rodgers at 8. Jared Goff at 9. Dak Prescott at 10. But what did they say? Well, where's Jalen? Well, he's an honorable mention. And anonymous exec said, and we got more, he was playing hurt. The Eagles tried to downplay that, but he didn't look right. He wasn't the same runner he was in the past, and passing the ball was tough for him. And here's some more quotes of what they said. Let's see. Right here it says, after a third-year start turn that guaranteed a Super Bowl appearance and a 200, Hurts play dipped in 2023. His QBR rank fell from 4th to 12th. His 15 interceptions, of course. He was hurt. Yada, yada, yada. A knee injury that he tried his best to manage clearly affected him according to executive observers. He was playing hurt. He wasn't the same runner as he was in the past. Added an AFC scout. He'll always be a 7 to 12 range depending on how productive he is each year. Also note, the Eagles' offense became stale as a whole, according to a high-ranked NFC team official, and the predictable offensive attack effective hurt stopped. So after seeing the list and reading what they said about Jalen freaking Hurts, what's your reaction?
Again, I'm used to this. It's every single year just trying to nitpick every single little thing. How many times do we have to go through this, man? How many times? It's hilarious.
It is hilarious, man. It is hilarious. It's nuts. It's bonkers. It's totally nuts. They don't care, though. You know that. They don't care. They just want the Philadelphia Eagles to fail. By the way, just let those execs know that right there is going to my receipts list. Mm-hmm. And I got a bunch of receipts waiting for them. So where would you rank Jalen Hurts if you was doing this top 10 list? 3.
Top 2, top 3.
I agree. What up, Daniel? Yep. Yeah, it's just a bad list, man. It's just a bad list. So we got lots to talk about when it comes to Nick Sirianni, because he talked on CBS. And we're going to read the whole entire thing, so buckle up. It's going to be a long day. So get this out of the way. So buckle up. So Nick Sirianni on what training camp will look like going forward in terms of increased numbers of practice as well as length and physicality of practice. He said, I think it's very important that we don't overcorrect. There is a danger in overcorrecting in my eyes. You have to adapt. You have to evolve. To overcorrect is a little, I don't know. I don't knock on wood because I don't believe in all that ish, but knock on wood. But we're 3-0 to start the season. I put a lot of work to figure out what it takes to win in the first game. What is necessary to win the first game? Last year we started 5-0. The year before that we was 8 and we started out 8-0. The problem of where we started out last year had nothing to do with training camp, with how training camp was. I do think our practice, we probably on the low end of time out there. There's a lot of people on the high end extreme. We need to come up to higher ends, but I think we're closer to where we want to be than the high extreme people. What's your thoughts so far as we read this, Mitch?
What are you thinking first?
I think that us in the Super Bowl. No, you're good. I think us in that Super Bowl, if we won it, just like if we lost it, I think it. We was behind. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think we was behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right there with you.
Yeah, I think we was behind because, we came from the Super Bowl. Everybody was taking my quarterback in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think we was at. I just think it's really important we don't overcorrect. If there will there be changes? Yes, there will be changes like we do with our defense. There will be changes like I do with ball security. There'll be changes like we do with offense. I think we have to be very careful not to overcorrect. I mean, we have to start the season well. Now, 2021, we didn't. I think that was under different criticism. 2022 and 2023, we have, and so I think we all would take our first 5 games. You want to start 5-0? Yes. Where do we sign up? We have to be careful about that. Maybe the change come a bit more in practice as far as the season, a bit differently. There has been more discussions on that. But one thing that we get when we practice, the way we practice is we get high intensity. We get more game-like reps because of that. Let's see. And he says anything else? And then he says when we had the full pads on, the difference between not being live and being live is people getting tackled to the ground. Offensive line is lived up front. So when the pads are on, those are full go practice, except that we're not tackling. And so guys aren't going to the ground and trying to alleviate some injuries that way. So after hearing all of that, Mitch, what was your thoughts?
I'm just ready for the pads, man. I'm just ready for the pads.
Yep. All right. The next thing he said, and I know I'm gibbering, but there's no video on this. So sorry about that if I'm talking. Yeah, sorry about that if I'm talking over this. It's just there's no video. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Yep. Losing the Super Bowl still hurt. Exactly. Of course it did. Sirianni on the way last season and whether the Eagles are focused more on it this offseason versus the normal offseason. A lot. There's segments of the year that what we did well and what we didn't do well. Then it turns into getting prepared for the draft and players coming in here. And then it becomes getting the players ready to go to practice during OTAs and your off-season workouts. And then it's practice, not a game. practice. Just like anything, you can't stay stuck in the past and you can't look too far into the future of it. Uh, the next thing he said. So it's like maybe we spent a little more time because of the way things felt, and we had more time while everybody was playing in the playoffs and being where we wanted to be. We where we wanted to be. We had more time to evaluate the approachment amount of time. In my opinion, you want to improve from it. It really, an awesome opportunity. I look at mistakes at practice and I'm like, oh my God, we have an unbelievable opportunity to get better from this. It's the same way we have this unbelievable opportunity to get better at that. It's not easy mindset of kind of uh, ish. It's actually a hard mindset, especially when you're going through it. I think we're very valuable. That's very valuable. We definitely spend the approach amount of time doing that and going through that because at the same point it's got to be all right. We're going through her. Okay, here we go. Now we got to get ready for these players to come in and teach ourselves the system of what we're doing to get going. And I'm talking about offense and defense. Man, this is a long thing. Okay, Nick, what's your thoughts so far, Mitch?
I agree with everything he says so far.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Future of it. So, like, yeah, maybe we spent bit more time because of the way things fell, and we had more time while everybody was playing the playoffs. Look at the mistakes. Like, oh, I said that. We definitely spend. Okay. But after every season, if you ask every player, you have an end of the year meeting with everybody. You ask everybody's opinion. You have to do what's best for the 90-man roster as a whole. But you also have to gather information of what did you think went wrong and what did you think went right. What did you like? What you didn't like? And you take all that information and you look for common themes. And then you try to be honest with yourself and say, okay, we got to do better at that. That's what that time frame is for. I think a lot of things that I really worked on are our core values and our culture, which is better than Dallas. Of all that needs to look like. I spent a lot of time studying that. Now, that took a little bit longer for me. Not always do you have the opportunity to talk to people you want to talk to right away. I talked to South Carolina. He talked to everybody. He talked to South Carolina women's basketball coach, Dawn Staley, and she talked about our leadership culture. Her being a Philadelphia native. So that was really valuable. I got the opportunity to talk to former college basketball coach Jay White, Rick Pentio when we were in Indianapolis. There were so many things like that. That was some of those things didn't always hit. Larry was here. I was sitting in my office with him and asked him questions. I think I have everything spelled out the way Larry taught me back in 20 years ago. But obviously, there are things I forgot. There's things I don't remember that way. And I was able to sit with him and talk. So what's your thoughts, Mitch?
I like the fact he was talking to Philly native coaches.
Uh-huh.
Like, to get some insight that really he really talked to everybody, but that was just like the best part because Jay Wright is a championship winning coach for Villanova. So is Dawn Staley. So he's getting Rick Pitino also championship experience. So it's good. I
Right.
like it.
Yep. The next thing he said, and let me make this even bigger for you guys so y'all can see for yourself, so y'all don't have to hear me ramble. Sirianni on whether he knows what the heck happened last year. Yeah, I mean, I have some thoughts. We know I don't think that was something for everyone to know. So I definitely have some thoughts. And I know that at the end of the day, whether production is out there on the field is my responsibility. We didn't coach well enough. We didn't play well enough. Is that what you think, Mitch?
Let me, yeah, pretty much. How about you?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. All right. Sirianni on the moves the Eagles have made since then, and if they're enough to fix the problem. And he says, there are some things you might not see that are internal that we're working on as well. They might not be as visible on the field. Okay. Sirianni on how much of the team issue falls on him. He said 1997.
Oh wow.
Nine is this number, Mitch.
Yeah, 97%.
Yeah, 97%. Okay. No, laughing. I always think that's whatever I'm responsible. That's whatever I'm responsible for. I want these guys to have accountability. I have to take accountability. As the head football coach, you're responsible for every product that's on the field, everything.
Yep.
So he's taking accountability. Well, I don't have my hand on I don't have my hand on the defense, but I hired the defense coordinator. I don't have my hand on the special teams, but he hired a special team coordinator. I don't have my hand on the offense. You teach the details and fundamentals that goes with that. Not only do you teach that, you tell the assistant coaches what you expect. You tell the players what you expect. You lead the expectations based off what you said. Okay, 100% on me. What's your thoughts on him taking accountability?
I love it. I just I just wish Doc Rivers did that when he was the coach here. But yeah, I love him, man. Now, he doesn't have a hand in anything. Like nothing. So
Right.
this is a big thing. Like you said a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when we were in the Super Bowl, did he have play calling? No. Defense? No. So
Yeah,
he went back
remember,
to what worked.
right, in 2022, he didn't have the play calling on offense. That was Shane Steichen. Defense, it was Jonathan Gannon. Special team, it was still Clay. Nick Sirianni was the head football coach. And what happened? Went to the Super Bowl 14-3. Now look at this year, y'all, and I want y'all to pay attention. Look at this year. Kellen Moore, offense coordinator, despite what Cowboy fans think of him, offense coordinator. Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator. Clay, I think he's still the special teams coach.
Yep.
Nick Sirianni is like 2022 CEO head coach. And you don't got a tough schedule outside of maybe the Bengals, the Cowboys, and the Ravens. We can flip flop on Rams and Browns. And of course, it's any given Sunday. I say your schedule is so, but any given Sunday. But if things go according to plan like I think I do, I know it will, you will be back in the Super Bowl. Because in 2022, the same schedule, not as terrifying, much, the same head coach, CEO, Kellen Moore running the offense, Vic Fangio running the defense. It feels like 2022.
It does.
Now I'm not
Really does.
saying I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl because we're 53 to 52 days away. I don't know.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Like it's coming. Time's flying.
yeah,
Literally.
let me check the CoolCat-Mitch live stream since we got the exact same time of game day.
Yep.
Yeah, 53.
Wow.
53.
My God.
Two
So
more days. Yeah, huh?
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Philly 500 asked me this question on Fly Like an Eagle on Thursday.
Yep,
He
go
asked
ahead.
me this. So, hypothetically speaking, if we make it to the championship game and lose, and Kellen Moore wants to become a head coach, do you fire Nick Sirianni?
Mm.
I'm going to tell you my answer, what you think.
All right, go ahead, because I need to hear
Yes.
you, and then I'll.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's Kellen Moore. You know what he brings to the table. Nick Sirianni. People were saying that he should have been fired last year. So I'm like, if you wanted to fire him last year, what's the difference? Maybe if he has a good year, the Eagles have a good year. I don't know. It really makes you think, but I think I would let him go.
Here's my thing. If he has a bad year, and hopefully he don't, then you do it. But here's why I say no.
Okay.
You got to ask yourself, if Kellen Moore becomes the new head coach, who's the offense coordinator?
That's the thing.
That's what y'all got to ask yourself. If Kellen Moore becomes the new head coach and Nick Sirianni is gone, who's the offensive coordinator? And you got to remember, Jalen freaking Hurts had Shane Steichen twice. Then it was Brian Johnson as his offensive coordinator. Then now it's Kellen Moore. If Nick Sirianni's gone and Kellen Moore is the new head coach, who's the offense coordinator?
Now let me ask you this. What if Kellen Moore wants to be a head coach somewhere else? You see? We still don't have offensive coordinators.
And that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to, for me, if you go to the NFC Championship and lose, at least you got there, one. But even if you lose, the thing is, you got to keep Kellen Moore, because if y'all look at Jalen freaking Harrison, listen, y'all know how I am about him. That guy needs continuity when it comes to coordinators and head coach.
Yeah.
He needs continuity. Look at Patrick Mahomes. He still got Andy Reid. Now Eric Bieniemy left, but look, he's still, he still got the same coach. Yep. Look at these other teams that got the same office coordinator, and yet people are calling them the brass and look at the Texans. Same head coach, same quarterback, same office coordinator. Look at the Lions. Same coach, same quarterback, same offensive coordinator. And as y'all saw earlier, they're already in the top 10. Let me show y'all the quarterback list again before we continue on Nick Sirianni. Yep. Joe Burrow got the same offense coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Josh Allen got the same office coordinator.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson got the same office coordinator.
So,
you see what I'm saying?
What I'm picking up is that you don't want to get rid of any coaches if we make it to the championship game.
Right.
You want to just like be the same.
Yes, because again, sooner or later you're going to have a pissed off quarterback going to his fourth, fifth offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, what? Like, when are you? Shane Steichen ain't coming back.
Nope.
You see what I mean? You ain't bringing back Brian Johnson. Like, that's what I'm saying.
What about this though? What if Kellen Moore is the head coach, but he still has control of the offense?
Then I'll probably be okay with it if he's also the offense coordinator.
There you go.
I'll
Yeah.
be
That's the
okay with
only
it,
way
but
I see it. That's the only way I see it.
yeah, I'll be okay with that. But also remember that does that work though? Because you're gonna still need an offense coordinator because we talking Kellen Moore as the head coach. That he never done that before.
I know. It's a good question. I
Right.
really want to hear what Birch of Broad Street has to say about this. I really want to hear that.
Yeah, because we'll talk about that on BOBS as well. Because you got to ask yourself, we don't want Nick Sirianni to be fired because every time he's been the head coach with Jalen freaking Hurts, you've been to the playoffs. And I want Jalen to have consistency with the offensive coordinator. You don't want
Yeah.
to go down the road of him having a fifth, sixth, because in college he had different coordinators. You see what happened in 2020 when he was drafted. He had Doug Peterson and the offensive coordinator. Then it was Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen for 2 years. Then it was Brian Johnson. Now it's Kellen Moore. Like, who's going to be the next offense coordinator? Scooby-Doo?
Where are you?
Exactly. You see what I mean?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Right.
It's a tough question. Really, it is.
Right. So as much as I understand why people want to get rid of Nick Sirianni, sure, you can say Kellen Moore can be the head coach, but who will be the offense coordinator? And remember, Kellen Moore never called plays once as the head coach.
Right.
And also, one more time for the people in the back, you don't want Jalen Hurts upset going into the next season, 2025, with another offense coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Having the A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, because you got to remember them too, the offensive line learning a new offense.
Yeah. So you just want to beg Kellen Moore to stay. That's what I'm picking up.
Whatever keeps my offense the same, so that way I don't have to go through another. Because it's going to feel like a rebuild every year with new offensive coordinators. And don't y'all get tired of it?
I do. I get tired with the Sixers. Same exact thing.
Right.
I get tired.
Right. You see, it's like the Sixers, before we continue on with Nick Sirianni. It's like the Sixers. You get this new head coach almost every single year, which means a new scheme, a new system, and you're in the playoffs, or nonsense happens.
Yeah. I don't want to get into that because I'm going to yell. But
yeah, I know. Since you said Sixers, I wanted to use that as an example.
Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you.
Right. But, so that's why, for me, I get why getting rid of Nick Sirianni is a question, but you also got to ask yourself, Kellen Moore hasn't called plays as a head coach. You're going to have Jalen freaking Hurts get a new offensive coordinator who probably don't know what it is to be an offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Who you going to bring in?
I don't know, but here's another way too. Here's another thing too. The players are locked in. We got them locked up. Like we got A.J. Brown locked up, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. We all got them locked up, which is good. But I still want to know who the offensive coordinator is going to be.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want them to learn enough. They did it in 2020. Well, AJ did, but
dang it, Alexander. Dang it.
SpongeBob SquarePants will be the new offensive coach. Happy belated birthday to SpongeBob, by the way.
Yeah. He was the host of Kid Choice Awards.
Yep, I saw it. So salute to SpongeBob. But yeah, let's continue on. Oh, by the way, speaking of birthday, salute to everybody for the birthday wishes.
Yeah, of course.
Yep, salute to everybody for the birthday wishes. I got new Mark jerseys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. New word mark Jalen freaking Hurts.
Yep.
And new word mark Saquon Barkley.
There you go.
Yep, I got them. Now, I don't know when I'm gonna wear these. It'll probably be soon.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons game, I gotta see what my sister Moan gonna wear. So outside of that,
Yeah.
bam.
I thought you were getting the Kelly Green for Saquon. No?
Nah, I decided I got Kelly Green, Jalen, and Kelly Green, Devontae. At least get
Got it.
Midnight Green.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
Yeah, at least get Midnight Green. Besides, I got Kelly Green, Jalen, and Kelly Green, Devontae.
Yeah.
And besides, since I'm going to my first ever Kelly Green game versus the Cowboys, I gotta get me another Kelly Green shirt, another Kelly Green hoodie, a knit hat, and a jacket. Seeing as it's going to be cold out there versus Dallas.
Yeah.
So, seeing as it's
And
going to
by
be
the way, shout out to my guy Mike in the chat. He just says RIP to Kobe Jones. Yeah, that sucked. That was terrible. RIP.
Yeah.
And what is up, Jay?
What up, Jay? Let everybody know, that we're live on YouTube because Twitter, X, whatever you call it, cuckoo. But let
Yeah.
everybody know we're live here. All right? And get them likes up. All right, let's continue on with Nick Sirianni. By the way, Birds of Broad Street tonight with me, Moan Smitty, One Trey Rock, and the crew. Birds of Broad Street tonight. We're going to talk everything here. Going to preview training camp as we're 8 days away. And then next week, Friday, this is the lineup, okay? I'm going to post the lineup right after Birds of Broad Street on my YouTube channel so you will know. The countdown to training camp. Friday morning, Bird Talk in the morning.
Hey,
right.
Let's go.
Friday, Bird Talk in the morning, 11:30. Saturday, Bird Talk with your boy on Saturday. Sunday, The Aftermath. CoolCat-Mitch, same time, same channel. 3 o'clock, right, Mitch?
3 o'clock. I'm good. It was just this week. Yeah.
Yep. BOBS tomorrow. And then Tuesday, Broad Street News mixes triumphant return. I got posted. I got created after this, right before BOBS. But Broad Street News, welcome to camp. We're going to have that 9 o'clock or 9:30. I got to see how my work is. And then, the whole week will be reactions. So that's what's going to happen this upcoming week. Birds of Broad Street tonight. Anything on Hardcore Sports?
So for tonight, we got the Monday Night Raw watch
What
along,
up, Jay?
and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Salute
and
to you,
BOBS
Jay.
tonight.
Yep. Salute to you, Jay. Thank you. Thank you for the like. Go to my channel also. Birds of Broad Street, CoolCat-Mitch. Y'all still them boys. I got other channels as well. So make sure you guys go to them channels as well. We got 256. We're close to Brazil, y'all. 53 days.
That is crazy.
1,000. Yeah, 53 days. Let's get these channels to 1,000 before Brazil so we can do super chats and stuff. I really appreciate it. Okay? Now, let's continue on with Nick Sirianni. Let's see. Sirianni, how much the team fall? Oh, I read that already. So let's continue on. Nick Sirianni on the lessons he learned from the late seasons and if it will make him a better head coach. I firmly believe you have the mindset that you're, and if you can really truly believe that mindset, said of, I'm going to get better. I promise you, I get excited. at the moment. Was not happy at the plus 50-point punt drills, mandatory minicamp. We didn't punt a lot there. It better be really good. Usually I'm going to go for that. I really truly get excited when mistakes happens because I know there's going to be growth there. My injury in 2001 was such a good example in my eyes. Had I not went through something that I deemed the worst thing that I ever had to go through, maybe in my life, then I wouldn't be there where I am today. Let's see. It's hard to be in that mindset, but now that I'm older and went through those things, it's easier to share that experience with other people. I was good. I started on that in '01 Mount Union team where I got this injury. But that injury made me realize that I love football and he missed football. I would be in those games and my teammates would be going out and playing and I'd be sobbed. I knew how much I loved it. I knew how much I needed it. I knew how much important it was, and it made me work so much harder that I'm not sure I was capable of prior to that. Then I separate my shoulder. One game, sprain my ankle. Dang. Another game, I was able to fight through that because of how much I needed it. What that did was drive me so much to become a better player because of how much I needed it, how much I loved it so much. I worked really hard at it because of that. I had success when I came back from the injury. Had I not had that success, I didn't think his coach would have given him the opportunity. He got the opportunity to coach from the best and learn from the best and learn from him. That didn't happen without this experience. I'm sorry to get over the top, but I can see that in myself and I can see it in this. We failed our expectations, of course, of what we wanted to do, but it's going to make us better. There's steps to become great. If we win, I'm not going to say this year because I don't like to think that way. But let's just say it for the aspect. If we win, I guarantee we look back at that and say it's because of this year. At some point, it's going to look at that in my eyes. What's your thoughts, Mitch?
I like it when he said, I want to wait, scroll up. Scroll
Hold
up
on.
for a second. You're good. You're good.
Scroll up.
Yeah, right here. Because when
Yep.
he said, I if we win, I'm not gonna say this year because I don't like to think that way. He's a
Keep
realistic
talking, Mitch.
guy.
I gotta go do something real quick. Keep talking. My bad.
I all good, all good. Yeah. He's a realistic guy, Nick Sirianni. That's what I like.
Yep.
Man. Yeah. So Nick Sirianni's all good, saying all the right points here. I love it. Jay says CoolCat followed your other channels. Maybe too much Eagle stuff for a Raider fan. Yeah. Jay, remember I'm live streaming the Sixers tonight. Sixers Summer League. But yeah. What is up, Shamir? What is up, my guy? Thank you for tuning in. Alright. Hopefully everyone is good. Make sure you hit that like. Hit that like, guys. Appreciate that. And actually, I'll take any questions you have until he comes back. So. Yep. Appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you. Good supporter for like a year now. Great. Don't you guys hate when you want to drink a water bottle and it's empty? Like, I hate that.
All right. I'm back. Had to handle some family business.
All good. Well, Jay subscribed to your other channels and he goes, maybe too much Eagle stuff. He's a Raider fan.
Cool Cat, follow your other channels. May be tough. Salute to you, my guy. Thanks. Turn on the air. Sorry if you heard a beep. All right. Next up, Nick Sirianni on what he learned about this team this offseason and how eager he is to see this. Basically, what his thoughts on this offseason and things coming together without Kelsey and Fletch. First and foremost, hold on. Excuse me. First and foremost, I'll miss them greatly, and I love those guys. It's hard to think you become so close to guys over a 3-year span, and they've been in the NFL so long. So I'll miss those guys greatly. I just see how much this team is working day in and day out, and taking it one day at a time, making their habits special each and every day, knowing that if my habits is not special today, we're going to pay for it later. I'm looking forward to seeing them all come back. That's the next step. Seeing them all come back in great shape. You can't play in great details if you're not in great shape. Seeing them run through the conditions test and going through that first practice, I'm just excited to see that. I'm excited for the journey. I'm excited to enjoy the journey, and I think that's it. Enjoying the journey is really really critical point of this. What's your thoughts, Mitch?
Um, what is your thoughts, and then I'll respond.
The fact that he's excited to see what this team's going to look like going in training camp. Yep, I know. Salute to you, Jay. The fact that we're all going to miss Kelsey. Let's be real. We're all going to miss Kelsey. We're all going to miss Fletch. But the fact that he's excited to see everybody work, I can't wait to see that. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for this new era. By the time, because with the Saquon we're about to get into right now, yeah, excited.
Yep. Here's the addition of Saquon. I love his ability. Obviously, that's why he's here. I love his competitiveness, his energy. He got this serious of I'm going to work and get better today. Anytime you add special guys to a group of other special guys, it's going to be a cool thing. What's your thoughts?
I can't wait. I really, really can't wait here. Obviously, a lot of people are saying he could be the next, like, Christian McCaffrey, how the Eagles are copying that 49ers style offense. So, can't wait to see it happen if it actually does.
Yeah, let me go ahead. Let's get to the obvious one on dealing with pressure on shoulders. There's a lot of things he said in this. A lot of things.
Yeah.
Let's get to the best part. Which is Nick Sirianni on the new offensive coordinator and Jalen freaking Hurts.
There we go.
That's the one we want to talk to. That's a lot of stuff going in there. There's a lot of stuff. By the way, you got anything on Hardcore Sports? I know you got something. Anything? I'm talking about
Monday
you.
Night.
I know you got Monday Night Raw tonight.
So for me, I got the Sixers Summer League, but it's just on my channel tonight.
What time?
That's at 8:30. So
yeah.
Summer League is only 2 hours, man. The games are only 2 hours, so I'm like, I'll take advantage of that.
Yep. So, well, yeah. So let's go ahead. Sorry if I'm staticky. So let's go ahead. Nick Sirianni on Jalen freaking Hurts and Kellen Moore. The best one, because all the other stuff, man. He puts a ton of time in. Sometimes that's different words. That's a tricky thing too. We might have the same concept. Let me say that again. We might have the same concept, but that's a change too. I admire how much time he puts into that. Not only is he working his butt off, I mean, of course he is, in the weight room, he's working his butt off in practice field and his leadership. He's also learning new words and learning new ways to do things and learning all new concepts. That's hard, right? That's hard. I really respect how he's done that. He's done some nice things during camp. You can't do that unless we always say you can't play with great details unless you're in great shape. But having great details is knowing what to do and how to do it. Knowing what my assignment is, but also knowing what my drop is. knowing how to finish, how to follow through, all those different things. What's your thoughts on him? What he said about Jalen freaking Hurts?
He said all the right things, man. Just all the right things. I love it.
Yep, that's a lot. Sirianni on dealing with the roughs finish to the Eagle season. I know. Uh,
You all right?
yeah, I'm good. I just knew that my 3 kids love me. I just knew that my wife loved me. I still have some joy in my heart. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Sirianni on being more of a CEO type coach. Being a CEO type coach, not all my time is. I'm talking to Rick Patello. I'm talking to Don Staley. I'm think for the last 3 years I've been heavily involved in the offense. As I'm heavily involved, I'm still the CEO of the culture of the football team, right? All of the things that a head coach has to do. I'm doing both jobs. I'm just able to take some time away from the offensive job. That doesn't mean it's not the details because that's part of the culture. All of those different things and put more into this. I had experience with this. I'm just taking some of this team away from the offense and putting it more onto this. And again, I think that where some joy comes from, we're heading to a good direction and all those different things. So I didn't necessarily say, hey, talk to be what it talk CEO. I would ask those coaches different things about different cultures, but I don't think I asked them about, generally speaking, what do you see there? What's your thoughts, Mitch?
What is your thoughts on this one? Let's go with you first.
The fact that he's going to be a CEO, like I said, 2022, this happened.
Mm-hmm.
We know what happened that season. So
You
I'm
gotta
okay
go
with him
back to
being,
what worked.
yeah. So being a CEO works, ladies and gentlemen. Being a CEO works. Let me see. Eagles will have to have a game plan with and without Saquon. That's being his history. Eagles needs to expect that so they are prepared if it happens.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. What's up, John? My bad, y'all. If I'm not reading the chat. Sirianni, if he's still in charge of the offense. I've taken a step back from the offense. But if what I'm saying is 100% say over something here or defense or special teams, generally speaking, am I going to every offensive meetings? I'm not. So there's things that I can't say. Hey, we're doing this because that would be ridiculous. And so you're still going to have general philosophies over this. But what's important for this team, and I think this is the easiest way to see this, my job is to be the head football coach and oversees everything that come with that. That's our culture. That's our game management, and that's everything that's involved in it. That's what I strive to do. My best is to be the head coach of all those different things. Details lies under that. Details in how we tackle. Details in how we know the playbook. Details in the plus 50 punts. Accountability, connect, and toughness. What's your thoughts, Mitch?
So basically, he just said whatever went wrong with in the second half of the season last year, they had to clean up. That's basically it, what he said there.
Exactly. It basically means that's it. I'm wiping my hands clean. Kellen Moore runs the offense. Coach Shad says, Maniacs, what up, Ed?
What up,
How you doing,
Coach?
Coach? Cool Cat. ESPN doesn't give the Eagles good rankings. Of course they don't.
They don't.
They don't. We talked about that. Let's see. Anything else that's good? Because there's a lot under here. Uncommunicating under the new role. I think when you're in every offensive meeting, you go to every game plan meeting. Naturally, you're not going to have time to have a meeting with a player that needs you to be able to talk to them. I noticed that with myself a lot last year. I can't do this right now. I got to do this. I didn't call plays last year, but I didn't call plays last year, but I wanted to help with that, and it was my expertise to help in helping that, just like it was in 2021 and 2022. Everything I had to do was because I felt like I had to go to the next thing and the next thing on offense. When you have that feeling and when you have that what you're doing there, I feel a mistake that I made. What was that? What's best for the team and what needed for the team is me to be the head coach, not the offensive coordinator, for multiple reasons. Mitch?
Again, exactly what you said before, exactly like 2021, 2022. Going back to the
Yep,
recipe that worked. You know
exactly.
what I just noticed?
Uh-huh.
Maybe they'll bring this up, but
Yeah.
they didn't bring up Big Dom. And here I'm going to tell you why. Because
Uh-huh.
after he got suspended, that's when it went all downhill.
That's
When
true.
he got suspended, that is when it went all downhill, and especially when we lost to the 49ers the way we did.
Right.
So he's got to bring that up, man. He's got to bring that up. But if he doesn't, I can understand that.
Right. Again, like I said, I like what he's saying because, again, it proves my point. 2022 worked. When you have a good offense coordinator, when you have a defense coordinator that knows what the heck he's doing, when you have all these things and Nick Sirianni, the head coach, and Jalen freaking Hurts is Jalen freaking Hurts, you go to the Super Bowl. Now, will that happen next year? I don't know. I don't know. Or 53 days. I don't know. I got to see what my 53-man roster, I'll say this. I got to see what my defense looks. Because I
Yes.
know my defense and who's going to be on the offensive line. Because we know Jalen, AJ, Devontae, Goddard, Saquon Barkley, probably Will Shepley or Kenneth Gainwell, unfortunately.
You're going to say
Lane.
Gainwell.
Yeah, I know. Jordan Mailata, Leonard Dickerson, Cam Jurgen, and Lane is going to be on the offensive line. It's just the rest of the offensive line. Who's backing up Saquon? Who's backing up AJ and Devontae? Who's backing up Jalen? Basically, the backups, the offensive line, and defense.
Now, here's the thing with the offensive line.
Uh-huh.
It depends on Lane Johnson.
That is true.
Because if he's like down and out, knock on wood. But
Right.
if he's down and out, that's when it crumbles. Crumble
Right.
cookie. But
Crumble cookie.
yeah, but I'm just saying it depends on Lane Johnson. Everyone
Right.
can
And finally,
say that we need Tyler Steen here, Mailata there, Dickerson there, don't like Cam Jurgens there, but it comes down to Lane Johnson.
right. Now, finally, this is the final thing he said. And sorry if I didn't read all of it. I just read the good parts because, man, this is a long interview. They should have made a video. But, yeah,
Right.
here it is. Right. This Nick Sirianni, on whose decision that was, it was his. That's like it was with my idea to let Shane Steichen call the plays. Just like it was my idea to hire Vic Fangio, Sean Desai, Jonathan Gannon. Just like it was his idea to switch from Sean Desai to Matt Patricia. That doesn't mean you don't collaborate with everybody, because you do. It would be crazy not to. At the end of the day, my job is to gather information and try to make the best decision for 90 players. What's your thoughts, Mitch?
We're gonna go with you. What are your thoughts on this first?
It basically says what I already know. It was his decision. I
Yep.
mean, it was his. It says it right here. It was his decision to let Shane Steichen call the plays. It was his idea to hire Vic Fangio, Sean Desai, or Jonathan Gannon, and it was his idea to switch Sean Desai to Matt Patricia. His. Not anybody in the front office. His. Nick Sirianni. He said it right here. Right here, black and white. Nick Sirianni, on whose decision was that? Right here. He said it. Mine.
You know what it sounds like? Did you ever see the movie Finding Nemo? When the birds are like, mine.
Mine.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. So overall, after reading this interview of Nick Sirianni, what's your thoughts? You still got faith in him? How you feel after reading all that? What is Mitch Pofsky's thoughts on Nick Sirianni after reading all of that?
Well, after you read all that.
Yeah.
But,
my bad.
No, it's all good. Shout out to you for that. Thank you for that.
No
but
problem.
You're gonna have to read all that again tonight.
Unfortunately. They don't got no video, man.
I know.
You gotta get a video.
I know. But I'm okay with Nick Sirianni if he does it like we did in 2021, 2022. If he brings that back and does not touch anything, I'm okay. If he dips his hand in the cookie jar just once, I don't like it.
Right. There you go. So there's that, and that is all the news we have for y'all. Listen, one more time. Birds of Wall Street tonight. You're going to hear us react to that 10 quarterback ranking. You're going to hear me read that long interview, non-video, having CBS stupid-ish one more time. You're going to see us react to players training, and we're going to get ready for training camp. Again, the lineup for next week. Bird Talk in the morning. Friday. Saturday, Bird Talk with your boy. Sunday, The Aftermath. Monday, CoolCat-Mitch, the podcast, and BOBS. Tuesday, welcome to training camp on Broad Street News. And then the rest of the week, training camp reactions. So get ready for that. We got Monday Night Raw tonight. We got, what up, Wesley?
What is up, Wesley? How you doing, man?
Yep. Salute to everybody for rocking with us. We got Monday Night Football tonight. We got basketball with MK tonight. Yep. We got the Summer League, right?
Summer League for the Sixers, yep. And then what is it, like the showcase of the NBA for the Olympics? That already happened today. I'm streaming that one. Streaming that one on Wednesday.
Yep. So we got lots of things to talk about. We're 8 days away from training camp, y'all. So after next week, we're on the training camp. There will be content. There will be videos. There will be multiple Jalen Freakins. So be prepared for training camp. Mitch, do you have any final thoughts before we wrap up? And by the way, before we wrap, real quick.
Yeah. What's up?
How the Sixers look in summer league so far?
I'm just looking at a couple players here and there, but it's fun. It's just basketball. I'm not overreacting to it, but yeah, no fly like an eagle this week. I'll be down the shore, so no fly like an eagle this week. Other than that, schedule's the same.
Anything? We're still doing CoolCat-Mitch this Monday, right?
I'll be back on Sunday. Yeah.
There you go. All right, y'all. Listen, I want y'all to enjoy your final week without Eagles football because there will be content on top of content on top of content on top of content. So be prepared. So for Mitch Kofsky and your boy, fly Eagles fly, go birds, and don't be a cool cat. Well, you know what I just said. Peace.